i ka poshtë, shtatë pa një qerek. Pajta mora bukët të furra, isha me gjithë qunat me gjithë nusen. I qava në dyqan ata, herët, ha? Po pra, kur more ti, kur kështë shkretur ti, unë sa po u futa në dyqan. Kështë erdër dhe e i tonë në solli furnizimin. Dhe dhe po e thëja, Fabios, shikoj njëre telefonin tim, thësh se mos ka shkrujt Gimi. Ka shkrujt para 1 minutë, tha jam këtu, tha. Pasaj të mora aty, unë. Apo do pim kafe?
Unë shku dhe ato në gjithë. Se të pim kafe, po. Herët është.
Po në 8 që ke lënë ti është herët, po vej ma tjetë diku hafër pim kafe.
Good morning, world. I think it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely beautiful and fresh. I love this building over here. Look at that, the map of Albania. Now look, Tirana landscapes. Have a look where we're parked.
Juve e kom YouTube channel?
Që po pra bënda po them.
E kom YouTube channel? Është e thjesht tani. Ue, si s'dol nana. Ha, Gimi, a do m'ledhësh vendin edhe? S'dol nana, s'dol nana. Si s'dol nana. Tamam. Si s'dol nana.
Ka vën maksin. E, po dish ka me të kuqe këtu Gimi. Është bërë në autostradën dhe ikim dytësore sepse do shikojmë dhe atë vëndi që unë
Në magazinë.
Ah, mirë, okej. Mirë. Ah, yeah. Po, që do marrësh?
Do të marrë këto pjesët e hacker. Kutake.
O si nuk dul nana, o.
Që bë video?
That's an inside joke. Si nuk dul nana.
Gimi, jo në YouTube muhe më fut shërë me gruan. Kam qarë në punë, thot që mu ti ndote me gate kupis.
Për një ndrim produkti,
Apo dukesh i besushëm ti të them isha me Gimin. Gimi beqar, Gimi të mërë në qarë.
Oh, sa mirë është që ti jemi beqar. Ha? Sa mirë që jemi beqar. Lirimi. Pa stres.
Aty ku je kam gjenë, Gim, këtu ku jam do vish.
bukur e sa.
Kjo është sistem, a? Ishtë në shefët. Këtë këtu? Mirë është.
Mirë më rësi pamir?
Këtu, kjo sa është 4 metrë.
Po, 4 metrë është një gjërë, pas ta anën tjetër e mërë sa do mirë. Gjatësina për sa do mirë. Dhe një sekundë duke.
Megatech, which is like Bunnings. A që ashtu?
Bash qështë. Po ku di unë qërë theo, Gim.
Thash, Megatech është një lloj si ka një dyqan në Australi. Është një lloj, por shumë e madhe është. Edhe quhet Bunnings.
Me ka tek është me i madhë se Bunnings.
Po, kom bo një video, kom thonë, është më e madhe dhe më e mirë është. Se unë Fishy breeze. That roll was too small. We need 3.5 meter length, so they have to go to the storage to go get another big roll, and that will take 45 minutes. So we're going to go for a walk and get some other things, and then we'll take off and get some extras.
Na körsam hem. Då där kör jag. På.
Końca galą.
På, då där kör jag. Ja, ja, kad je dut.
Sjeđete ti kad...
Na prometni šok.
Pa tu ka špinom si sjeđe.
Ja, kaj je šok.
Veš vendali? Opa. A da niște anga să-și met. Ora futu que tenha boulevard de darle meio curat. Ah, pô!
Stine. STINE.
I don't know if I said today is a Monday. We haven't done any work whatsoever. It's 10 to 4. We haven't done anything. Today was a day of buying material, as you've seen in the video, and going from one store to another store, just trying to find stuff. And I don't even think that what I have in the back, I don't think I'll have enough time to take it to the showroom. I think by the time I drop everyone off and go home, it's enough for home time. Is everyone coming now? Legit.
Ne treba me 8 minute in je laf.
Ai të sillemi.
Drejt, no.
Drejt. Te makita do vesh.
E di, po ka makina.
Jo, mirë që ta kesh parasysh.
So there we go. It's 4:30 and the day's over. I dropped everyone off, heading home, have something to eat for dinner. I've got to sketch out a new project. Today's Monday. So last Saturday I went to Lushna. What do I get confused for? Liège. I went to Liège. There's a different story why I thought of Lushna. Liège. And I did a what do you call it, a sightseeing of the project. Beautiful, like one of the most beautiful homes I've seen in Albania so far, because the house is a Scandinavian style, Scandinavian like architecture. Amazing house. And I had to go away like to think about things, as I always do things, to come up with a nice idea. And that day I seen the property. That was a Saturday. Sunday I went out to Valbon, North Albania. I went hiking all day with a friend. And I don't know why, but through my 3-hour walk I had this vision, you know, but it's a half-baked vision, you know, like something comes in, and sometimes like you're asking yourself, why are you telling me this? Why? Obviously there's some parts of the house, the elements of the house that I took into my head, and then obviously you got to integrate the style of the house into the front of the landscaping. But yeah, as I was hiking, it came in, and I'm thinking like, why this? Why, you know, it's a bit extravagant, like all the projects. And then today's Monday, so 1 week later, today, you know, because like I had the boys were sort of like shopping around for stuff. I had more time to think, especially like my worker. He left me alone. He's asked me 150 questions. So I had time to think, and I was sitting down having a coffee, and it just came together in my head, and now I want to go home and draw it up. It's about 80%. 80% I've got it, but the 20% will happen. But I have two versions, two ideas of what I want to do, and it's pretty good. That's pretty good. The only thing about landscaping is you can fantasize or envision a lot, like you can come up with a lot of things and crazy ideas, but it comes down to a budget of how much someone wants to spend, and then you add more elements to it, so like a water feature, fire, lighting, expensive exotic pebbles, it costs a lot of money. So like, you can go all out if you want and spend 100,000 euros on a landscape project. But the thing is, in Albania, landscaping is such a new concept that it's so new that it's new. Like, it's like, I'm here, I'm doing it, I'm the number one guy doing it. Tirana Landscapes. But then the person who I am here, I'm actually doing high-end luxury stuff. It's how I left Australia, in the same way. It went high-end, come here, there's no point of going backwards, you might as well go the same way. The only problem with it is trying to give the concept to Albanians, because Albanians will spend 20,000 euros in the bathroom. They'll spend 30,000 euros in the kitchen. They do spend 200, 300,000 euros on a home, but to try to explain to them that you can actually do something amazing with the front of the house, the sides of the house, the rear of the house, and spend a bit of money. At the end of the day, everyone knows in properties, if you spend in your own house money, even if you're going to live in it for 5-10 years, when you sell it, the money will come back that you've done, stuff in the house or the landscaping, but it will come back 3 times as much. Because what you have in your landscaping, no one else has. So it's a talking point. When you take pictures and videos of it, it sells. So, I did a house in Australia. It was a 200-year-old house, and I knew that it was going to go for sale because he told me I'm selling it. Over there, they flip homes a lot. They buy, sell, because it's a market to make a lot of money. So he said to me, I'm going to sell it. And I said, all right, no worries. He goes, you reckon you can do something? Bit of a challenge. Can you do something? It's a 200-year-old house. Like, I'm not that old, am I? So, it really tests your knowledge. It tests what you can design. But I pulled it off amazingly. And you know what? The real estate agent sold that property with, the landscaping. It was the house, but the landscaping did a lot of work too. Sold it $1.6 million. He sold it for. Where was I going with this? Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to deal with the traffic as well. Like, look, trying to deal with the traffic. So it's a brand new concept, and it's like trying to explain to Albanians, like, that, even how do you explain it? That, you need a nice backyard and a front yard, because the Albanians, they will just do grass. They love grass because they'll park the car there. And then the other thing, don't forget, it's a cultural thing. When there's weddings, when there's parties, where do you dance in the Albanian traditional dance? Where do you dance? You dance on the grass, you dance and use the whole front yard and backyard. So it's a very, very challenging thing, like especially the one that I'm talking about right now in Liège. The front yard will be unusable to anyone. It's a fixture, like what I've designed in my head will stay there permanently, and you can't walk in it, because if you walk in it, you disturb it. you know, like everything that gets put in place, even the rocks in the right position, the plants in the right position. You can't step on the plants, and if you step in there, there'll be a lot of lighting in there. You'll damage the lighting. So it's one of those things that, you know, when I said to my worker, he goes, what idea have you come up with? I said, I come up with a massive, crazy idea. He goes, can they walk in there? He goes, can they walk in there? I go, no one can walk in there. Like, what do you mean, can you walk in there? No. So this is a bit of a challenging thing. But the selling point of when I talk to the client about this, and hopefully they don't watch this video by the time I speak to them. Doesn't matter, it's all good. They have the backyard that they can use, which is going to be like a barbecued area, a pizza area. Like, I don't want to talk too much about it, but that's what I have in my head. The backyard. The sides is not much you can do with the sides. There's only like half a metre either side. It's going to be plants and pebbles. The front's going to be shut off, unfortunately. No-go zone. It's going to be a masterpiece. My masterpiece. Sorry. Tirana Landscapes masterpiece. The jewel. The jewel. Actually, if you look at this logo, there's a bit of an idea of what's going to be happening there at the front. No, not a pyramid. And that's not a pyramid. What else? I'm pumped about that. This project. That's what I was saying. Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate on everything. But they have the back of the house to use. But this house is, even though it's a double-story house where they live in, they actually have a basement, and the basement is massive. He said to me when we were there, we had a meeting. He said, we had a party here inside, and they had 70 people in the basement. And I really enjoyed the basement. I enjoyed the basement. Took us in for a tour in and out, which means they've got the basement, they've got the backyard, they've got a little bit of the front yard, but the front, like that I'm doing, is going to be off bounds. So I'll have a talk to them. Hopefully they're okay with it. See what happens, and time to design some stuff. And look at the traffic. Who wants to look at the traffic? This is what you got to deal with in Tirana, like from morning to night. And I'm talking night, like I'm talking like even to 11 o'clock at night. All right, I'm gonna shut this off. If there's any teenagers that have got skill in editing videos for YouTube, contact Tirana Landscapes. Any teenagers out of school that you know how to edit videos with music and everything else, contact us. Admin at tiranalandscapes.al. Phone number, don't have to call me on the phone, just send me an email. Or business WhatsApp. Contact us. We need help. As you can see, I cannot do everything. And I'll end this video with thank you.